You're now listening to the 11:30 podcast. Enjoy the show.
Nasty, hateful, insane nation that ever existed.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. I'm back at it again, man. Welcome everyone to another episode of the 11:30 podcast. What's good, everybody doing out there, man? We made it back here. I'm excited. You know what time it is. It's not 7:30, it's 11:30, man. It's time for the podcast show. How everybody doing out there, man? First of all, appreciate everyone tuning in here on YouTube. If you're new to the show, if you're new to the podcast, man, definitely do me a huge favor, man. Before I get into everything, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, like it, leave a comment, share it, and also don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. Man, now that's out the way. Appreciate everyone tuning in once again, man. This week's episode, man, is going to be a solo dolo episode, man. I just wanted to take this episode just for me, man. Ever since I came back from my break from last year, because my son was about to be born and stuff, and his due date was actually in August. I think August 15th. Hope I'm not getting that wrong. But he wound up being born July 29th. Took that break, came back September 28th, and I was rocking with it, just getting my feet back into the whole podcast world, because I took like a 3-month hiatus, and I didn't know if people were going to come back, come listen, come check out the podcast, or what, man. So I just kept doing my thing, celebrated 3 years in December, and holidays, took the break on the holidays and came back, and it was full throttle, man. And I had a bunch of incredible guests that I just want to thank every single guest, every single person who checked out the podcast and viewed the show. I thank you guys so much, man. It means a lot to me. Some guests is a hit or miss, and another reason why I took this time to just do a solo episode is because, man, I just, some people feedback, and I've been hearing some people feedback, and also I got an advice that everyone who may watch or listen may not comment or what on the post or the video, but some people are like, man, some of your guests be a hit or miss though, but sometimes you can just go up there and and do your thing like you do sometimes on the wrestling, or just how you done previously, just giving, the audience, man, what's going on with you and how's everything been, and update, and just, chatting with them, man. So this is really that. And also, man, once again, I just wanted to thank everyone for the incredible support that they have supported the 11:30 podcast over the 3.5 years, man. I'm just getting started. You could probably hear my little man in the background right now. He's excited too. But yes, man, from every single guest, from motivational speaker and author, music artist, from everything, man. Just thank everyone, man. I don't even want to get to naming people that I know I will definitely will forget some names. So I just want to thank everyone who been a guest and came on in this, last sort of season. I really don't go by seasons though, but yeah, from everyone who just been on in the last couple of months and stuff, it was awesome, man. I thank everyone definitely for that. And in a couple of weeks though, I would definitely be going on break. I got a great episode coming up next week. I don't want to say too much of it just yet, but I got a great episode coming up next week, and the week after, I definitely will be going on break, you guys. A new episode of Talk Pro Wrestling will come out this Friday. Commission Talks, man, we definitely gone on break, so we keep everyone updated on when we coming back, and when we be back in the fold chatting our wrestling, man, because man, it's a lot of wrestling to keep up with, man. Definitely a lot of wrestling to keep up with. But like I said, I'm going on break, man. And next month is my son's first birthday, man. He's gonna be 1 right now, and he's taking some steps. He walking. Man, oh man, oh man. You don't know the joy that just lights up in my eyes when I see him. I was just talking, to my fiance the other day, and she, just so emotional with it. She just like, I just love watching him sleep, and I just love. And I'm like, okay, babe, okay, I get it, I get it, I love it too. Um, but when he sleep, man, and just looking at him and seeing how much he had grown, and I got a screensaver on my phone, and it's a little picture when he in his walker, and he be grabbing my phone, and I'm like, look at you when you was little, man. There you're a big boy now. Yeah, you're a big boy. He went to the doctors a couple of weeks ago, and he did wonderful, did great. The doctors was like, man, he on track, man. Can't sit still and all that, and a little process I want to share with you guys, man, because you know, as a dad, I mean, before that, man, just being a dad right now, I'm gonna get to that. I don't want to, jump too fast, but being a dad right now, and seeing all the things that my son has learned and progressive, and the way it's going is just mind blowing. I was telling myself the other night that, man, like, bro, if I don't even know how to explain it, but not in my wildest dreams did I really think that I would be changing Pampers and raising a little one, man, for real. Now I live with my sister for what, about 8 years, 8 9 years or so, and she had a little one. She had a Naya, and she had a little man Kavion and stuff, and I've been around them and, seeing them when they was little and stuff, but I never really, really got into it with changing Pampers and doing all that. And maybe it was a thing in me or in my mind was like, man, I don't know if I could do that, because of my disability. And maybe I put that shield up because of that. And me and my fiance, man, we know each other since we were little, but we've been together 10 years, and throughout what was it, the 8th year that we was together, going on 9th year, that's when we had a little man. So it was kind of like, man, I don't know, can we, was it, the time just lined it up right, man, and just being a dad and is blowing my mind. I'm telling you, it's literally blowing my mind. And everyone said enjoy every little bit of it because they ain't gonna be little long. They ain't gonna be little long. And man, he ain't my man ain't little no more for real. I mean, he a little one, but he getting into everything, saying dad, mama, baby, and ball. I take him outside, and you look out the window, you be like car and stuff. So, oh my goodness. But my little man is spoiled. We was just talking about, the whole the attachment and detachment that, sort of going to have to, that process, when he go over grandma or nana house or auntie house or something like that, because we the only faces that, he saw. So it's going to be a little process. So we sort of waiting until he get a little older, maybe when he turn one or so. But
Yeah.
um,
Well, home.
yeah, man, like that right there is just awesome
That's
because,
good, man.
and
So you
now
went
to the
around
story,
laying
I
on the
was just
side.
going to say, because being a dad, it's
Yeah.
just been
You
so
listening?
many challenges, man, and not
Yeah,
only just being a
goddamn.
dad, being
What's
a dad
going
in a
on?
wheelchair, man, being a parent in a wheelchair, and me and my fiance
Huh.
both go through
What's
these,
going on with it?
challenges. I don't want to say, I come to learn to, not say stuff is easy or stuff is hard or I can't do it. I try to take those words out my vocabulary, and more so, stuff can be challenging, and stuff has always been challenging for me, being a guy in a wheelchair trying to adapt to different stuff in different phases and different stages throughout my life and stuff. So the challenges, because when he was, what, 5 months, I think, going to his 5 month doctor's appointment, we had a issue we ran into because, by law, he got to be sitting in the car seat and whatnot. So they told us, man, we couldn't, carry him on our harness no more. I had one and she had one. She had a Moby Wrap one, which was really great. And I had one, um, the harness one, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, they told us, it wasn't safe. He got to be in a car seat. So for a good while, we didn't, travel. We couldn't necessarily travel with him. and we was trying to figure out, man, how do we do this? What do we got in the car seat? And we had one, but that one was way expired. He's 10 months now, so then we got to get an updated one. So we had to spend $200 on getting the car seat, and my fiance just, oh boy, like her stress levels were through the roof on trying to just figure out how safe are we going to travel and get our son back and forth, or at least to his 10-month doctor's appointment. And she was just like, hey, how we gonna do that? So we got she had got the car seat on a Tuesday, because the doctor's appointment was on a Wednesday. So she got it, and she was just going through it, man. So wrestling had went off, and I was just like, babe, just chill. I'm gonna help you out, and figure them out, put them in and strap them in. And I was like, all right, we got that part. And luckily, because in the beginning, they told us that the Metro Access assistant can't help us. They can't touch us. So by the grace of God, we ran into a blessed woman who was like, man, yo, I got a bunch of grandkids. I got a bunch of kids. I know how to do this. So, by the grace of God, man, we came, because not everyone is going to be as nice as, that lady, or, the next individual or whatnot. And it was also wonderful that she was the person that came back, and picked us up, which made it much less challenging. What made it less challenging, because the next driver probably wouldn't have been as nicer or pleasant as she was. So just challenging, challenges like that. And man, when I was what, 16, 17, I had my learnings, but at that time, what, 2007, I ain't trying to show my age or whatnot, but 2007, 2006, man, as a case manager I was working with, they was only like working with me, like going to school and helping me out with adaptive material, adaptive equipment to, be in class with, or, do stuff like that. But I didn't really get too far with, trying to get help with driving. But that's one of the big goals that I definitely would love to do, man. Definitely gotta get me a car, man, so we could be taking our trips and being all over the place. But yeah, man, being a dad, and just the challenges, and that we face and I face, being a dad and having a disability, because things are not, necessarily thought out for everyone. Whether the sidewalks are wheelchair accessible or the buildings are wheelchair accessible, it's a whole lot of things that we got to put into, thought before, we go places, because definitely want to take a trip, go to Miami, go somewhere though. I'm not too quite sure. Probably we trying to plan something for the 4th of July weekend to do something great though. But yeah, man, just trying to overcome things, and I think that right there, each and every day, just knocking that out of the park, man. I think the Lord, for real. I think the Lord, and just keep going with it, man, because it's gonna be so many challenges that you face, that I face, that we all face in this lifestyle, in this time that we are here. We just gotta conquer it, man. I'm just definitely got to conquer it. But being a dad is wonderful, man. And I want to shout out one guy that I had when I came back from break. My guy Jimmy IV, man. He's the host of the Sexy Cool Lounge podcast. Yes, man, Sexy Cool Lounge podcast. You guys, man, go check it out. Awesome podcast, awesome guy, real smooth dude, real smooth dude. But he was my first guest coming back from break, and one question he asked me on the podcast show, because he was like, man, definitely within a year or so, man, we need to hear this, and your audience need to hear this. I want to hear it too, because of an inspiration that you are, and a wonderful guy that you are, from my man Jimmy out words, not me. I ain't slicing myself up, but 10 things that I would love and that I would like to teach my son, man. And I was thinking over these 10 things, and over these things in general, that I would love to teach my little man, teach my son as he get older, man. And one thing that I definitely want to teach him, like I said, man, is respect. Respect is one thing. Definitely being a father, to a boy. We don't really look at the importance or really check out this importance that the father is really important to these kids' life, especially these little boys, man. And you see, or especially here in DC, I do, school time let out, see a bunch of kids just being disrespectful, cursing all, especially when I used to ride the metro bus, man. Like rush hour, I'm like, oh my goodness, where's these, you know, where's they parents, where's their fathers at, man? And like, respect is the number one, man, because you don't want to, and a man without a respect, and especially respect to a woman, can lead you down the wrong road, man. So respect is definitely um, one of them. Responsibility, man. I think we all always sometimes want to point the finger at one another or point the finger off of ourselves, and not being responsible or accountable as well. To accountability, that's three. That's kind of the word I was looking for. Accountability, and also responsible, man. You gotta be you gotta do something, and you gotta be somewhere where you gotta be responsible. You gotta take care of stuff. So accountability, respectful, being responsible. Just being I want to teach him more so being an entrepreneur. I know that's not up high on the list, but definitely when he get older, because man, when he get older, times, man, what it's gonna be 20, 20, 30 something, 20, whatever. Like, and technology is gonna be crazy, man. So I want to teach him, man, work for whatever you gotta work for, and don't let nothing be handed down to you, man. Don't let nothing be handed down to you, and just go after it. And another thing that I want to teach my man, because I'm literally coming up with these off the top of my head though, and I gave it so much thought, and I said respect, accountability, be responsible, being an entrepreneur. That's five. Um, you know, being being a boss, man, being a boss, and slash being a king though, knowing who you are, knowing what your worth is at that, and I know a lot of people may laugh at me when I say this though, but definitely we got to know who we are. And I think we get lost, a lot of us, man, a lot of us, I was one of them. We get lost in this journey, in this life that we go through, man, because it's crazy. We got family, we got loved ones, we got little ones, we got people we got to look out there, we got to take care of shit. So we get lost sometimes. Sometimes we go down dark roads, man, and we just gotta balance that and find our way, to what we gotta do. Yeah, because a lot of us get lost, man. For real, I was one who get lost, and we go through this life where it's so many ups and downs, and people pull you in so many directions. And you got the TV, you got social media, and I heard one thing, man. We are our core when we about what, 6, 7, 8 years old or so, because man, like, really, no one is really pressuring us to sort of be what they want us to be. We just love, we just in that little world though. I'm trying to explain it right, but I know if you guys heard it, you understand it too. But yeah, man, just be yourself, man. Be yourself, and be the boss, be the king that you are, man, for real. um Another one, man, I want to teach my son is, like I said, go after it. I mean, that's probably in the entrepreneur world, but not necessarily. That's just basically uh, being an entrepreneur is just creating something. Don't wait till someone just, oh man, you got to go fill out a job, and whatever works for, whoever. But man, create something on your own just so you can have, because you don't want to, spend half of your life at a job, and, they let you go, and that's it. So come on, I think worth so much more than that. And but like I was saying, just go after whatever you want. And because my man is resilient, man, he's determined, he is determined, boy. I tell you, he's determined to get up. He's determined, boy. If we try to change his pamper, he's determined to like get up and not stay still at all, man. So that's what seven. We got what eight, nine, 10. We gotta go, man. Ah, man, just I said respect people. Just home training. Obviously home training manners, man, because woo, a lot of people get up in the world, man, and like I said, respect. You gotta learn how to talk to people. A lot of people lose their life off just saying the wrong stuff or saying something, crazy to someone else. But yo, man, like, let me see. I got a couple of more that I would love to teach my son, man, and just by a certain age, man, I want him to know how to tie his own shoe, man. I want him to definitely learn how to tie his own shoe, because what if your shoe come off and you at school or whatever like that, and you relying on someone to tie your shoe and stuff. Like, no, that's not a good look, man. You 4, you 5 years old, so now you gonna have to learn how to tie your shoe, man. You feel me? So, I want the best for my son, man, and I want to cheer him on to everything he wants to do, man. I definitely don't want to force him. And another thing, I want to necessarily teach him, but this is also I want to just support him in everything that he do, man. Whether he want to play basketball, whether he want to play football, because man, and sometimes it does not work all the way how we want to work it, how we want it to work sometimes. But uh when your kid, man, got basketball practice, got football practice, whatever they, love or what they wanted to do, invest into it, pour into it, man. I'm telling you, like I was saying, I know, times are rough, times can be rough, where you're trying to make ends meet, you're trying to, you know, put food on the table and let stuff last until the next check rolls in and stuff like that. But we gotta pour into our kids, man. If we want our kids to be successful and we want the next generation to be, beautiful than what our generation were. But deep down in the core, the '90s was lit, and the '80s and whatever generation you was born in, you gonna say that was lit. But we gotta pour into them, man. We gotta pour into them, support them 1,000%. Whether it's playing sports, and obviously that's the most key thing that our black boys do. But try to put them in any other thing, whether it's a spelling bee contest or performance arts or whatever the case it is, though. But support them, and support them in any way, man. Definitely support them in any way, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do to my son, and that's what I want to teach my son, man. Also, love, man. Learn how to love one another. We don't love one another. We don't care for one another, and I show I'm my love language is sort of touch, affection. So me showing my son that I love him also, man. I'm spending time with him. I'm holding him. Playing wrestling with him. I'm suplexing him. So my hands is I'm real active with him and stuff like that. So man, like man, and a lot of us sometimes you know, uh, growing up, don't get that affection from our parents. And we sort of pass that down to our kids in a way, because you didn't get affection from mommy or daddy or who you were raised with, or, they didn't tell you that they loved you and, hugged you and kissed you and did that. So now when you got kids, now you pull back from all of that because that wasn't given to you. So we need to learn how to break that generational curse, that generational cycle, man, and be better than what our parents were, be better than what our, ancestors was. And you can put a little mix onto it though. We gotta learn how to break those generational curses, man, and them generational cycles though. So man, like show your kids love, show them, all type of abundance, man. Because if you don't, they're gonna go outside and get it somewhere else, man. Whether that's a game or whether that's a friend or whatever, just down another road that because the kids are talking to you. You just gotta listen to them. You feel me? Even if they can't talk, you just gotta listen to them, man. For real, just gotta listen to them. I man. It's been a great episode, solo episode here on the 11:30 podcast, man. But before I roll on with the episode, this moment of the episode, man, I want to send a shout out and prayers to DC Young Fly, who lost his long life partner, and I can't think of her name right now. Fiance just told me her name not too long ago. But yo, man, she was going into some cosmetic surgery. I believe it was last week, and boom, that was it, man. She had three beautiful kids, man, and all of them look like DC Young Fly. All of them look like DC Young Fly. Every time somebody come around and I'm with my son and I'm with babe and stuff, they be like, "Damn, babe, did you put in any work? What you just laid there?" Yeah, we look just like them. But for all seriousness though, but shout out to my guy DC Young Fly, man, and prayers go out to the family, um, the loved ones, man. The whole 85 South show. I know that they had to cancel some shows because of um this passing of DC Young, the mother of DC Young Fly's kids, man. And I know, man, that is rough, man. For real, that is rough. All three kids been with her for a long time, man. And I think she was trying to get some, work on her body or whatever. I'm not quite too sure on it. I don't want to get nothing too wrong, but man, from the pictures that I was seeing, she was a beautiful woman. She was really a beautiful woman. And yo, man, y'all women, man. And I ain't in that game. I ain't even about to say y'all women. I take that back. I'm not in the game to tell anybody what they need to do. But yo, man, just be comfortable. Like I was just saying, man, just be comfortable with yourself, man. You gotta learn how to accept yourself. And and I'll be honest with you, man. It took a while for me to really accept and be comfortable with myself, man. I was in a wheelchair. I had eczema. When I was little, I had eczema so bad, man. And it's not now because I just got a long sleeve shirt. I forgot to roll up my sleeves, actually. It's nice outside. Here in DC, it's like 70 something. But the weather is about to get hot real soon. I don't want you guys thinking like, "Hey, this dude still got a low sleep. It's getting hot out here." Yeah, some places in the country it is burning up. But yo, man, when I was little, I had to wear long sleeve shirts because I didn't like the way my arms looked, man. I was ashamed of that, and I didn't want to, sort of expose myself, of any judgment. So I just wore long sleeve and I didn't really accept myself a lot. And before, this whole 10-year relationship and that I've been with and now have a little one, man, I was sort of like didn't accept myself because I was in a wheelchair and I was like, damn, when I try to holler at chicks, they always sort of looked at my disability first. So, as I got older and as I started to just say, you know what, man, this the body I'm in. This the body I'm in. I gotta, go with it, wake up in each and every day and just thank the Lord and make the best of it. And the people that don't rock with you, fuck them. And the people that rock with you, let's rock. You feel me? So yeah, man, just accept yourself, man. You got that, that belly that hangover. Hey, you're gonna find you that man that's gonna love that belly that hangover or whatever it is. You got them back rolls, the back titties, like my man Carlos say, man, the back titties, man. And just, bruh, like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, women out here getting BBLs, they getting butt, they get fake butts, fake tail. Like, bro, how are you gonna look when you get 60? Like, how are you really gonna look? Fake lips, cheekbones look. I mean, come on, bro. It's crazy, bro. You're gonna look like a fool in some years, though. But yo, man, to each his own. But man, just learn how to accept yourself, man. You feel me? I think like I said, we got social media, we got so much in the world. People, judge others, and so much in the world where we just put on this mask and try to, mask up to, suit everyone's, happiness, or at least try to. But man, just be yourself. Like I said, man, she was a really, really beautiful woman, and I don't know what to go do or whatever like that. But man, yo, man, like I said, man, prayers to DC Young Fly and his whole family, man. And I know he, definitely gonna pull through this, man. So, yo, definitely prayers. on that. Okay, you guys, man, we're gonna move on here on the 11:30 podcast, you guys. All right, here in the DMV, you guys, area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, it was, I believe, what, Sunday afternoon, chilling. Just cool Sunday. Actually, it was nice, just cleaning up and stuff, and man, just looking out the window and stuff, and turn, just about to, go away from the window, and boom, it was a big old boom, and I was like, what was that? Shook a little bit and just passed it over. Maybe it was something like a car crash. Hey, it's June here in DC. Well, it's June. It's just June. But here in DC, or in June, you'd hear a bunch of fireworks going off. So that wasn't sort of out of the norm in a way. But come to find out, you guys, it was a sonic boom. Now, some word of a jet or a plane or whatever, jet or whatever, flying in an unwanted space, I guess here in the DMV, too fast or whatnot, and they had to shoot it down, and it went down in Virginia. Now, some of y'all in DC though, tell me if I'm lying or if you feel the same way. Are you buying this? Because I don't think I'm buying this at all. I don't think I'm buying it.
A loud boom disrupted our gorgeous Sunday. Fox News has since learned that it was a sonic boom from a military aircraft that took off from Joint Base Andrews.
Has learned that the impetus, the beginning of this incident, was a small private aircraft that was flying erratically in the area that was not responding to radio calls. Fighter jets were scrambled from Joint Base Andrews, and in the process of that, they were cleared to go to supersonic speeds. When they did that, that boom, according to officials, is what many of you heard across our area. In a statement, NORAD says that the pilot of the small plane was not responsive when they scrambled and caught up with that plane over Virginia before it crashed. We'll talk more about that in a second, but as for what all this sounded and felt like, here's a sampling of videos shared with Fox 5. Fox 5's newsroom got calls from all over our area, from Annapolis to Springfield, Virginia, and plenty of places in between saying they heard the boom. As for this Cessna plane, we are told it crashed in Southwest Virginia near Stanton. Virginia State Police is saying they've been unable to locate the plane as of now due to cloudy conditions in
Crazy,
that area.
right? Crazy, man. I'm just not buying it though. You got wild theories out there talking about it was a UFO or whatnot. Um, I don't think it necessarily was a sonic boom. Whatever it was, I think the government is just trying to hide. They trying to hide it up. What exactly though? Now I know a lot of people say, man, hey, you don't really know, man. Just quit with all the theories though. But I'm just not buying the whole sonic boom though. Did you see the video that I just shared about the whole sonic boom? Like it's not making sense though. Not making sense at all. And when I saw that, I said WTF, man. And I was like, man, that's gonna be the WTF moment of the week, you guys. But no, it wasn't that, man. I saw another video that just blew my mind, and I said, this is the WTF moment of the week, man. Yeah, it is. And speaking of WTF moment of the week, it's time for the WTF moment of the week, you guys. Yes, WTF moment of the week. And yo, as a dad, man, and as a black man, yo, man, we gotta save our boys, man. We gotta save our boys. We gotta protect our boys. It is important. It is urgent that we as black men be in our kids' life, man. For real. I was riding with a guy. What was it, the Metro XS guy? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I got picked up from I was coming from the barber shop and I got picked up and he was just chatting with me and he was talking about, actually the weather was nice, and he was talking about how one woman was looking nice and stuff. And he was like, man, you have a whole lot of babies with that. And he started to go on to talk about, I think, one of his relatives or a friend, close friend or whatever, and how they have about like 16 kids though, like 16 kids. And I was like, yo, that is crazy though. But long story short, though, man, yo, we can't be out here just having a bunch of kids, man, and not taking care of them, though. Now, if you Nick Cannon and you got like 8 shows and you got $1 million or whatever like that, then kudos to you, man. But yo, like I said, man, all jokes aside, we gotta be very adamant and be very important in our son's life, man, for real. Um, my fiance wanted to try something. She got this new wig, right? She ain't got her wig. She ain't got her wig stand. Her, well, the mannequin jump. And she like, man, this is really bugging me. And I don't have my stand. Babe, can I put this on your head, dude? I said, oh no, 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 no. My son looking at me, and I'm like, nah, you ain't about to do that. We're gonna try to go on the run real fast and whatever you gotta do real fast, but no, man, we gotta, cause dog, that right there, then he could think he could just, mommy, I want to try it too. Hell no. But yo, to my WTF moment, man. I know I'm probably going all over the place. To my WTF moment, we gotta save our boys, man. In this video right here, as you see, yo, man, it's this woman right here with this infant baby, man. Precious infant baby. And the woman, as you can see in this video, I'm about to play the video, man. I'm about to play the video. Check this out.
It's a gay baby. Gay baby. Gay, gay, gay. Please be gay. Oh. Okay. Be what you want to be, but be gay. Okay? Thank you. Right? No pressure. No pressure, but pressure.
WTF, man. WTF all the way, yo, man. Like, yo, I want to say right now, I believe it is the Pride Month right now. So shout out to Pride Month. Shout out to the whole LGBT community. Love them all, man. For real. Love them all. Don't discriminate, man. For real. But yo, just this video alone, man. Just like what's going on, man. I think this is one thing that is an issue, man. Like, come on, like why is this lady just saying, "Oh, please be gay, boy, please be gay, please be gay"? Like, why? Like, then yeah, oh, you could be whatever you want to do, but please be gay. No pressure, but pressure. Like this video really upsetted me, man. Really, really upsetted me. Cause now I don't know where the father at. I don't know what, but come on, man. A guy need to be in this little boy life, man. For real. To guide him the way on, because our men have been taken out of the house home and the masculinity is oh man, he's been too this and too that and like like all the men are just becoming soft and they weak.
Gay
Come
baby.
on, bro. We need a
Gay,
different
gay,
motto,
gay.
man. Like,
Please be gay.
man, we just need a better
Oh.
a better structure that's going on, man. If we want our men to be around to be able to do stuff 20, 30, 40 years from now, man. And come on, man. Come on, man. WTF. I don't even know what else to say, man. You guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Please, man. I'll definitely share it on the next episode and talk more about this. I'm just lost for words. I'm really lost for words on that one, though. But you guys, man, this has been a wonderful, dope episode of the 1130 podcast. And once again, I would definitely be going on break in a couple of weeks, you guys. I got a dope guest coming up next week here on the 1130 podcast show. So tune in, stay tuned, and I will let you guys and keep you guys updated on all the 1130 podcast social media pages, man, for real. But before I head on out of here, you guys, don't forget to follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms. Follow the 1130 podcast on TikTok at the 1130 podcast. Like the 1130 podcast on Facebook. Follow the 1130 podcast on Instagram at the 1130 podcast. Man, on Twitter at the 1130 podcast. Everywhere, man, for real. And if you haven't done so this entire episode, hit that subscribe button down below, man. Definitely subscribe. Tell a friend about the 1130 podcast. Man, this has been great. Talk Pro Wrestling, a new episode this coming Friday, you guys, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 Central. So that's going to be great, giving my opinions on the whole Bloodline meltdown. Damian Priest, is he in or out of the Judgment Day? Because you know what happened on Monday Night Raw this past Monday, some NXT stuff and some couple other stuff. So it's going down this coming Friday for Talk Pro Wrestling with Jey Uso. Joined the Bloodline. Roman Reigns talking about he'll fall in line. After all of this though, Solo though, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy though. Commission Talks, man, we definitely on break. So definitely check out Buzzing with Marlo. Check out Off the Top Rose podcast. Subscribe, man, and tell him, man, Dre from the 1130 podcast sent you over there. Yo, another dope episode in the book, man. Stay uplifted, stay inspired, man. Keep moving. Don't let nothing stop you, man. Yo, stay blessed, stay safe. Give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? Yo, until next time, it's your man Dre, aka Dreonwheels. And I'm out.